Israel has publicly warned for decades that Iran was close to being able to develop nuclear weapons, a claim Tehran had often denied, saying its programme of nuclear enrichment was only for power purposes. But the claim may have been vindicated by the UN's Atomic Energy Agency, the IAEA, yesterday, saying Iran was in breach of its obligations on non-proliferation. That, it appears, has prompted Israel to intervene. Overnight, it attacked a series of targets, including rocket launching capability, as well as civilian targets and nuclear targets. Among those killed, the chief of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guards, as well as at least half a dozen senior nuclear scientists.
This operation will continue for as many days as it takes to remove this threat. Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year, it could be within a few months, less than a year. This is a clear and present danger to Israel's very survival.
Also struck was the Natanz nuclear facility, a key site for enrichment, a strike confirmed and condemned by the IAEA. Iran's supreme leader issued a statement via state TV.
By Almighty God, the powerful hand of the armed forces of the Islamic Republic will not let it go unpunished. With this atrocity, the Zionist regime has prepared a bitter and painful fate for itself, and it will undoubtedly receive it.
The world has looked on with some anxiety. The US Secretary of State Marco Rubio clarified in a statement online that the US had not been involved in the strikes on Iran. In a post this morning on Truth Social, Donald Trump warned Iran to accept some kind of deal or it may face further grave death and destruction from Israel's use of American-manufactured weapons. The Secretary-General of NATO, Mark Rutte, called on the US and other Israeli allies to work for de-escalation.
This was a unilateral action by Israel, so I think it is crucial for many allies, including the United States, to work as we speak to de-escalate. I know they're doing that. And I think that is now the first order of the day.
Iran did attempt a series of counterstrikes, but it's believed that all of its attempts were intercepted by Israel's own national defences. Israel says it will continue its attack, Operation Rising Lion, for as long as it needs to negate the Iranian threat. But ironically, the confrontation from Israel may well embolden Iran, demonstrating the threat that the country may face. In a letter to the UN Security Council this morning, Iran's foreign minister has labelled the overnight incidents as a declaration of war. Gavin Riley, Virgin Media News.